2022 Academy Award nominations are officially out, and I've got a problem with them. So let's talk about why. I will say right away is I think the nominations this year are much better than the nominations last year, but it still shows that 2021 wasn't a spectacular year for movies. There were some good ones, some pretty damn amazing ones, but there was a lot of meh. So let's take a look at some of the nominations, starting with the Best Picture. Got my phone right here to remind me what they are. So up for Best Picture is Nightmare Alley, Guillermo del Toro movie, which I still haven't seen, much to my chagrin, because it hasn't been in any of my local theatres. Despite it already supposed to have come out here in Ireland, it's not available on any service, it's not available in any cinema close to me, which is really annoying, because it's a movie I really want to see, especially since The Shape of Water, because I love that movie. I wasn't a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro up until The Shape of Water, but that movie really changed my opinion and has me really looking forward to his next movies. I've heard good things about Nightmare Alley. It's obviously nominated for Best Academy Award now, Best Picture Academy Award I should say, but I haven't had a chance to see it, which is a huge shame. I was very surprised to see Don't Look Up nominated for this, but Don't Look Up is nominated as well. While I really enjoyed it and at the time said it was one of the best movies of the year, from a story point of view and from the message of it, definitely. From some of the acting, bit iffy. Some of the cinematography, nothing amazing. So it's a bit surprising it beat out some other movies to a nomination here. The other Best Picture nominees include June, Drive My Car, Belfast, Licorice Pizza, The Power of the Dog, West Side Story, King Richard, and Coda. And I was absolutely delighted to see Coda get the nomination, because Coda for me was the best movie of 2021. And I really hope that it does win it, because they fully deserve it. It was a phenomenal movie. However, one of the problems I had with the nominations is that The Last Night in Soho was not nominated for Best Film. And I don't know how that's the case, because the Edgar Wright movie was a pretty damn good movie and arguably better than 4 or 5 of the movies on the nomination list for Best Picture. Now, of course, that's all based on different opinions, and people have different opinions to mine, but in my opinion is the best. That's just the way it is. Switching over to the Best Actor category, some interesting nominations here. Up for Best Actor is Andrew Garfield for that movie he was in, Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos, Denzel Washington for that Shakespeare thing he did, and Will Smith for King Richard. All big name actors, all actors who've achieved so much, and very surprised to see no, up and coming talent in there, because there was some very good performances throughout the year. But that's something we're going to touch on a little later on in the video. I will say all these guys put in great performances. However, the Denzel Washington one is a bit weird, because it was a weird movie. It was a weird take on it. And Shakespeare to some people is just weird, but is it worthy of the nomination? Surely was there not anyone better this year? And maybe it's just one of those where they're like, okay, we need to give Denzel a nomination now because he hasn't had one in a while. Denzel Washington is one of the best actors of all time. That's undisputable. But is this the movie he gets the nomination for? Really? Is he going to win it for this? This would be insane. I do think Will Smith has a serious chance of picking up the award though. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air could win the Academy Award. Wow. Switching over to the Best Actors category, and this is actually the category I have a problem with. So up for the award of Actress in a Leading Role for the Academy Awards this year is Jessica Chastain in The Eye of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart for Spencer. Again, similar to the male category, to the actor category, all very established actresses, which is never a bad thing. They've earned their place within the Hollywood system. They've all got a lot of good credentials to their name, and some of those movies are pretty damn good. I didn't see Spencer, but generally royal stuff goes down really well in America. When award season comes around, it's probably going to be up there. But my problem with this one, similar to like I said with the male category, is there's no up and coming actors. There's no one giving a break here. There's no one pointed out and said, this actor was phenomenal last year. It's all, well, there is, but there's no new people. There were some phenomenal performances in some phenomenal movies last year, and it's all gone to the same old. 2 actresses in particular I think have been very harshly treated here. Emilia Jones, who plays Ruby in Coda, the lead role in Coda, she was truly sensational. The movie was absolutely phenomenal. As I've already mentioned, I really hope that wins the Best Academy Award. But her role in Coda was so damn good. Her performance was so emotion evoking, had so much passion behind it, and it was just so well done. On top of having to convey that emotion and do the musical side of things. She also had the sign language acting on top of that, and it was just a phenomenal performance all around. And then switching gears to, like I mentioned last night in Soho previously, I feel it should be up for Best Picture, and likewise, Thomas and Mackenzie, the lead role in that movie, did a phenomenal job. And okay, the movie's got a little bit of wackiness to it, a little bit of comedy, and it's kind of a thriller, comedy, horror, but overall, it's a damn good movie with some phenomenal performances in it. Both lead actresses in Last Night in Soho could be up for awards for this one, and yet they're not. And I don't understand why we're going back to the same old, same old. Nicole Kidman is good in being the Ricardos, but was she better than Emilia Jones was in Coda? I would say no. And it really feels sometimes that actors and actresses get these token nominations because of their name. And that's just not right. Because there's two actresses I've mentioned right there who are being harshly done because these actresses with bigger names are getting the nomination ahead of them. Now hopefully further down the line, these actresses are going to pop up in even better movies and win the awards. But I just feel they're both harshly done by this year. And taking a quick look at the nominations for actor in a best supporting role, the nominees were Ciarán Hinds for Belfast, Troy Kotsur for Coda, Jesse Plemons for The Power of the Dog, J.K. Simmons for Being the Ricardos, and Cody Smith-McPhee for The Power of the Dog. And this might be the hardest category to crack this year because they're all pretty damn good actors, so it's some very good performances. This category is more of what I expected from the Best Actor and Best Actress. It's got some established names and some up-and-coming names in there, giving some people their dues. Because Cody Smith-McPhee in The Power of the Dog was fantastic, but for me, the standout performer, you won't be surprised, it's from Coda, Troy Kotsur, who plays the father in that movie. Absolutely sensational. I mentioned in my review of Coda when we did it, that one scene when the father and the daughter are outside sitting on their truck at night and he puts his hand on her neck and hears her and feels her sing. He can't hear her, but he can feel the vibrations. And it's just such an amazing scene, so well done between the two of them. I always say movies that win the Best Picture have to have that amazing scene that sticks with you. And I think that movie's going to stick with me for a long time because that amazing, emotion-evoking scene was so brilliantly done and so brilliantly acted. And Troy Kotsur fully deserves his award if he gets it, and hopefully he does. But again, Emilia Jones should definitely be up for Best Actress. It's this damn shame that she's not. And then finally taking a look at the category of Best Actress in a Supporting Role. The nominees in that category were Jessie Buckley in The Lost Daughter, Ariana DeBose in West Side Story, Judi Dench in Belfast, Kirsten Dunst in The Power of the Dog, and Ingenue Ellis in King Richard. Don't really have too much to say about that category. None of those performances really stood out to me. I didn't think Kirsten Dunst was good in Power of the Dog. I don't think she was mind-blowing. I don't think she was Oscar-worthy, and that might be harsh, but surely there was better performances this year. I really can't understand why Anna Taylor-Joy is not nominated for The Last Night in Soho. Again, a phenomenal performance. It's kind of insane. Arguably better than every nominee in that category. In my opinion, definitely better than every nominee in that category this year. And that's the Oscars for you. They kind of just make it up as they go along most of the time. They just go, that's a famous person, that's a famous person, that's a famous person, let's go with those movies. However, I do think the Best Picture nominee category is pretty damn strong this year, some phenomenal movies. I do hope to see Coda win it. I wouldn't be surprised to see June win it, but I don't know if they will go with a sci-fi movie as the best movie. I really enjoyed June, but I can fully see that it's only the beginning of something special. King Richard could definitely take it as well. I fully expect Will Smith has a strong chance of being Best Actor, Best Actress. It could be anybody's. Nicole Kidman was good in Being the Ricardos. As I mentioned, I think it's a huge shame that Emilia Jones and Thomas and Mackenzie miss out massively there. Both of those easily could have won the award, especially Emilia Jones for Coda. Troy Kotsur then for Best Supporting Actor. I really hope he wins it. And as I mentioned, Best Supporting Actress. I think they really missed a trick there not going with Anna Taylor-Joy because everyone else's performance was But that's just some of my opinions on some of the nominees for the 2022 Academy Awards. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to win at this year's Oscars. And I'll see you next time. That's the video.